guys, thanks for joining me today on my channel. I hope you're doing well. So today is another episode in my huge makeup declutters. So if you want to see how it went, just keep on watching. Okay, I don't have as much of an addiction with bronzers, so let's begin and go through these. Butter bronzer from Physicians Formula. Everyone knows about this one. It smells amazing. I'm going to go ahead and keep it. It's just a nice natural finish and the smell is amazing. So I'm definitely holding on to that. This I had bought in a NYX video where it's a two-ended. One side's the stick of contouring and the other side is like a highlighting, and this just did not work for me, so I'm going to pass this on because it's almost brand new, even though it doesn't look like it. It looks so messy, but I'm going to go ahead and pass this on. Now this is something that I use very often. This is a Bobbi Brown stick foundation, and I purchased this in a darker shade, and I use this as a bronzing stick. And it works beautifully. So I do it like this, and then I take a beauty sponge and I tap, and work it into my skin. And it comes out to be the most beautiful bronzer, and I absolutely love it. So that's a thing you guys could even think of doing is, if you prefer the cream products, is find your favorite foundation stick, get it in a darker shade, and use it that way. So I'm going ahead and keeping this. The Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Bronzer. This is in the shade, I guess, medium deep. And of course it smells like chocolate. Yum, yum, yum. And this one's really nice as well. And I have to be pretty tan to wear this because, as you can tell, it's a little bit darker. But I do like this, and so I'm going to go ahead and keep it. Here's one of my favorites. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow. This is a two-sided thing. As you can tell, I've used the heck out of the bronzing side. This bronzer is beautiful. I'm not as crazy for the highlight, and to be honest with you, I don't like them paired like this. I wish they would sell this separate and sell this separate, because I would love this, but not this. This color is so pretty on, and I love the formula of it. So I'm sad that I'm almost out of it. I'm going to finish it up, but I will not be buying it again, only because I don't want the other side of it. So it's too expensive to waste half of it. Now this one was not a good one for me. This is the contour palette from e.l.f. and this is what it looks like, and these I have not much interest in, and then this was too gray for my skin, and then this one did not show up enough. So I'm going to go ahead and pass this on to a friend because she does makeup on people, and so I'm sure she would be able to use this on somebody. This is Pure Cosmetics Mineral Glow Bronzing Powder. This is pretty used up. I have hit pan on it. It has a little bit of a shimmer to it. Very pretty. I'm going to go ahead and finish it up because it is so close to the end. But it is a very pretty, especially in summer when you want that little bit of a glow. This is one I forget about all the time. This is a Smashbox contour palette. This shade was a little muddy on me, and then this shade was so-so. But I need to reach for it more. So I'm going to put that towards the front to finish that up. This is a newer purchase for me. This is a Wet n Wild bronzer in Ticket to Brazil. This one is a little bit light, come to find out, but I can usually make it work. What I usually do, to be honest with you, is I'll use this and then put a little bit of this over, and then it makes a really pretty look. And an old holy grail of mine is the Benefit Hoola bronzer. This is a classic. I'm almost out of it, as you can tell. So I'm going to go ahead and finish that up. And so I've kept 8, but I got rid of 2. This is like, what, 1 a day? 1 for every day of the week? Okay, let's get into this. So, let's just pick them up. This one is MAC Hey Coral Hay. It's a mineralized blush. This is so pretty. Such a beautiful shade of corally peach. I love, let me just tell you girls, I love doing the peach strobe cream, which is that little bit of luminosity, and then do this with like a gold peach eye. It's gorgeous. So definitely love this one, so I'm keeping it. This is Flower Beauty's Flower Pot in the shade Sweet Pea. I did not really care for this. And to me, this was very powdery. I don't know, I just don't like when they look too dusty to me. They look more powdery than they do colored. So I'm gonna let this one go. Laura Geller, oh my goodness, I have two of hers right here. These are her baked blushes. This is Peach Delight, absolutely gorgeous. It's just perfection. It's so pretty. It's got that luminosity to it that's amazing. It is just beautiful. Oh, it just looks so pretty in the summertime. So I'm definitely keeping that. And the second one I have from her is Pink Grapefruit, which everyone knows this shade. And it's a beautiful one as well. And so I'm keeping that obviously as well too. Well, here's one everyone in the world has, NARS Orgasm. It's beautiful. I've already started to hit pan on it. So pretty. It's like got a rose with a little bit of gold shimmer to it, and it's a pretty one too. Definitely keeping that. And another NARS ones that I have are these two little ones that I got in like boxes, I guess, and they're actually the same color, and it's called Gulu, I don't know how to say it. And it's a little more of a dusty rose shade. It's not my favorite, so I'm actually planning on passing these on. Colourpop Between the Sheets. And, you know, this one I just couldn't get this one to really work for me. So I plan on passing this one on. And I love Colourpop, but this just did not work. Here's an oldie but a goodie. This is MAC Warm Soul, and I'm actually planning on buying another one because I loved this color. Good gracious, love this color so much. It's just such a beautiful, it's at the very end. I hardly have any left on here to even show you. It's just a really nice peach tone. So pretty. This is one of the cheek pops from Clinique. This is in the shade Plum Pop, and man, this is so pretty. They make such good blushes. Beautiful color. It just, the lightest pop, it just makes you look like you're flushed. Beautiful. I highly recommend the cheek pops. So I'm keeping that. This is a Strobe blush from Catrice. This is in Mrs. Summer Peach, and this was a big miss for me. I was using this, like twirling it around to get all of it, because you can tell right here, this is a little bit more highlight, this is a little bit more blush. And I just feel like I can't even get it hardly to show up on my skin. And maybe that's just the color I chose. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this. This is the Hourglass blush in Luminous Flush. And it is beautiful. So I'm definitely keeping that. Here are two Wet n Wilds. These are their ombre blushes. This is in Purple Haze, and this one is in Princess Daiquiris. And you know what? These were a little bit powdery for me, so I'm planning on passing these on. Here is a cream blush that I got from Sephora's line. It's called Blush Me, and I did an all cream blush video, or all cream product video, I should say. And this is the color I chose, and this ended up being really pretty. Then you just pat it out, and it became such a pretty tone if you work it out. And so I'm going to go ahead and keep this. I really like it, especially for those days when I want something more lightweight cream product. Here's a cult classic. This is Luminoso from Milani, and this is a beautiful peach. And it has that gold peach tone, and I love it, and I'm keeping it. Here's the e.l.f. palette. This is just called the Blush Palette, and it looks like this. And I'm going to go ahead and keep this. This is pretty fun. It has the 4 different shades. I wouldn't say it's the best formula, but it's okay. So this is a good everyday, and so I'm going to go ahead and keep it. This is Dandelion from Benefit. It's just a small little sample size, and this does not go on me at all. I guess I'm just too tan for it, my skin tone. So I'm going to pass that on to someone that might be able to enjoy it better. Okay, this is my most expensive blush. This is a Chanel blush. It's called Hyper Fresh. Now, I know it looks scary, but it turns out to be the prettiest. I know, it looks crazy, but let me put it on and show you. It becomes the prettiest pink when you buff it out. The quality of this product, no matter what shade you get, is amazing. So, of course, I'm keeping it. Here is a Tarte Amazonian Clay Blush in Parté. And this is broken off a little bit, but this is a pretty one as well. I don't reach for this as much as I probably should. This is a good everyday, like a neutral, light pink, dusty color. So I'm going to go ahead and continue using this and see if I can't finish it up. And then last, I have a couple loose ones in my Z palette. These two are from Makeup Geek, and I think this was a MAC one, and I couldn't even begin to tell you what the MAC one's called because it doesn't have the name on it anymore. But this is the Makeup Geek one in Spellbound, and then this one is Romance. Beautiful everyday, nothing spectacular, but everyday blushes, which I'm going to keep as well. Okay, I'm keeping 13 and getting rid of 8. Okay, considering how much I love highlighters, I'm surprised I don't have more of these. I have a feeling I'm not going to be getting rid of as many because this is something I use daily and I love them all so much. But here we go. So the first one is Wet n Wild Mega Glow. This is in Precious Petals and it looks like this. And I will go ahead and give a swatch. It's a nice champagne gold. And it's very, very pretty. So I'm definitely keeping that. The next one, this one, I'm going to keep it because it was, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this one. This is Dose of Colors. This is Merme. I can't roll my R. That's the problem. But this one was the collab with Desi and Katie with Dose of Colors. So they came out with 2 shades. This shade and a shade called Fuego. And now that I'm thinking about it, I probably should have gotten Fuego. But there is so much in here, I really need to force myself to use this more. I don't know, I feel like I could only wear gold in the summertime, and that's maybe some of my problem, but it is a nice formula. I am going to keep this and keep on working on it. This is a great everyday highlighter. This is Essence Pure Nude Highlighter. And of course it doesn't look like much in the packaging, but it is a beautiful champagne. I don't know if you can see it there. It is very nice for such an inexpensive brand. I use this one almost every day just to put on for work. This is the Maybelline Master Chrome highlighter in Molten Gold. Oh, you guys. This is pretty, but I don't know. I don't know why I bought it, to be honest with you. I think because I thought it was so beautiful, and it is a beautiful gold, but it is just too much for me. It's just too much gold. I don't know. So I never reach for it, and therefore I'm going to pass it on. Here is the Fenty Beauty. This is the Kilowatt highlighter. I got it. It's a split pan. It has lightning dust and fire crystal. And you'll see when I open it up how much I loved lightning dust. It was a much more smooth, silky formula. Here, I'll see if I can't get a decent swatch because it's in the pan. It's hard to get it. But I loved that side. And then this side is a little more glittery, so I don't use it as much. But that's what they look like. And so I'm keeping them. They're a great formula. I highly recommend the Fenty highlighters. Okay, this one's Milk Cosmetics. Now when I open this, you'll see why I bought this. This is in gold ore. Once again, I don't know why I bought the golden one, but this is beautiful. I don't know if you can see, it has melt written across it. It's pretty much rubbed off at this point, but it was beautiful for the packaging alone. I did a video a while back on, I bought things for the packaging, and this was in there. I'll link that up in the cards for you if you want to watch it. But it's beautiful gold. Again, so pretty. But again, I just don't see myself wearing this all that much. So I am going to keep it, but if I don't start wearing it a little more in the summer, I'm going to give it away because I don't know. But it is very, very pretty. Now this one is gold as well, but it has a lighter tone to it, a little more champagne in it. This is MAC Whisper of Guilt, and oh my, it was in the Christmas collection. It had the embossed snowflake, and it is gorgeous. Now this is the gold I can do. It's a little bit lighter and a little bit brighter. I don't know if you could tell from that. And I am keeping it for sure. Beautiful. Now this one, oh my, this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills in Amrezy highlighter. It is beautiful. I've torn mine up though, but it's beautiful. Beautiful champagne highlighter. It's so bright and juicy. It's absolutely beautiful. And so for sure I'm keeping it. Here is the e.l.f. Illuminating Palette. And this did nothing for me. Absolutely nothing for me. So I'm passing this one on. Now here's a product I tried to make work. This is the Smoke and Whistles highlighter from Colourpop. And as you can tell, if I could open it, you can tell it's definitely been picked through. But that's because it's crumbling and falling apart. Now I know that their products do, you know, are that soft touch. I have a lot of their Super Shock shadows. So, I mean, not that I'm unfamiliar with that. But this was so difficult to work with that I feel like I'm just going to have to toss it. It just makes a mess everywhere. It is very pretty, but it just crumbles. So I'm going to go ahead and just throw this out. Here's a couple of the stick type things I have, which do not work really well for me. This is a sample one of Benefit's What's Up. It's a beautiful champagne stick. It is very pretty, but I have trouble getting it to look good on my cheeks and not emphasizing everything, and so I'm going to go ahead and pass this on. Same with the Josie Maran. This is a Argan Luminizer, and I don't like the way it works. It's a little bit funky, so I'm going to toss that as well. This is the Stila highlighter in Kitten. And this just doesn't work that well on my skin tone, so I'm going to pass this one on. But this is the Cover FX Illuminating Drops, which it's seen better days, but this is beautiful. This is in Moonlight. I put a little bit on my cheek, and I pat it in with my beauty blender, and it is so, so pretty. I am going to go ahead and keep this. This is a fail for me. This is the NYX Away We Glow liquid highlighter, and I don't know what I was thinking getting this shade. This is the shade Gold Rush, and oh my goodness, that is the wrong color for me, so I'm gonna pass this on. This is the Hourglass Ambient Light palette. I of course am keeping this. This is absolutely beautiful. Oh my gosh, the texture of this is amazing, and this I use a lot to just brighten and illuminate the front of the face, and it's gorgeous, and I'm continuing to love it. This was a fail for me as well. This is a Naked Skin highlighting fluid. This is in Sin, and I could not get this to work for me either. I don't know what it is with these liquid ones, but I'm going to pass this one on. And here's a little sample one of the Hourglass Vanish Champagne Flash. And this is very, very pretty. And I haven't used this enough to know if I like it or not. And last, I got this Becca highlighter. This is in Rose Quartz. And man, this is a fun one. So this is what it looks like. And it is beautiful. It has like a peach, and I just put it as a blush topper, and it is gorgeous. So I'm keeping that. I love these toppers. Okay, so I'm keeping 11 and tossing 8. Okay, so what do you think? It's so fun to go through all my products. Something I highly recommend if you're a makeup enthusiast like I am. I highly recommend you just take it all out and take a look at it, because there's a lot of things in there that get lost. At least I know that's what happened to me. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you have not subscribed, please consider doing so. I'd really appreciate it. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.